What's cooking, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you subscribed, welcome to my channel. I really appreciate that you're here. I want to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope it's a joyous and prosperous one for you all. There's a lot of new beginnings in the new year and also a lot of new goals to crush. So I hope you guys achieve all of that, and I wish that for myself as well. And with all of that being said, I'm doing another 5 food trends of the year video. Every time I do one of these videos, I realize how fast the last year has passed. Also, generally speaking, a lot of these food trends seep in from last year or the year before, but there's always new trends to try in the food world. I always do my research for these videos just to see what will be trending in the food world for myself, also just to create new recipe for you guys, and also for you guys to try something new, and for myself actually too, because there's a lot of things that I am picky about and I might not try something new all the time. So do consider subscribing if you're new here and you'd like to join my foodie family, and also hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And now let's get into the 5 food trends of 2023. So the first food trend of 2023 is going to be veganizing recipes, meaning if you're not a full vegan, eating all vegan products, no dairy, no meat, but instead you're just modifying recipes to add more vegan alternatives to it. Let's say I'm making lasagna and instead of using meat, I'm going to use a meat alternative like Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat. There's so many alternatives these days that you can literally select from 1,000 different things to change up your recipes and make them more vegan friendly. Some typical substitutes for meat are jackfruit, mushrooms, tofu, and chickpeas. And to veganize a recipe only means that you're going to be eating healthier and eating less or no meat, but still not compromising on getting your protein from plant-based foods. Jackfruit and certain mushrooms like portobello mushrooms have meat-like texture, and they almost mimic the texture and the bite of meat. To veganize recipes is just a healthier option and a healthier diet to look forward to, and also it's a nice way to convert into veganism if that's where you're headed, or to just add more veggies into your diet without missing the texture of meat too much. I personally do like to add certain vegan products in my diet. I'm not a full vegan at all. I do like meat, chicken and beef and fish obviously, but I do like to delve into the vegan world sometimes. I think some of the alternatives they have are absolutely great. If you use Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat, you know that some of that texture is literally like eating ground beef or ground turkey or something like that. So definitely, if you're someone who wants to try new vegan products, this is a nice trend for you guys. This is one of the old trends from last year. I do believe I talked about this a little bit in my last 5 food trends of 2022 video, or even the year before, but this trend is really not going anywhere. I think this trend is definitely here to stay. And if you are a full vegan or trying out vegan recipes, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. The second food trend of 2023 is plant-based pastas. Now this is also something that a lot of vegan people eat because regular pasta does have eggs in it. I do believe it has eggs in it. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments below. But plant-based pastas are really forecasted to take over this year. I know a lot of people have converted to plant-based pastas. I know I've tried a few pasta recipes with plant-based pasta, especially the chickpea pasta, which I really do like. But sometimes it has a texture where it gets either too rubbery or too mashed up for me, which is not a texture I really like. But using plant-based pastas is really good because you can go gluten-free. They are low carb, they are protein packed compared to regular pasta that has carb, it has gluten, and higher in calories depending on how it's prepared. A lot of these plant-based pastas are nowadays made with edamame, they're made with chickpeas, veggies, and also using zucchini to make zoodles, which is a great option for a keto-friendly diet. Now, I'm generally not a big pasta person. Sometimes I do have cravings to eat certain types of pasta with certain types of sauces. I love an Alfredo sauce, I love a garlic and olive oil sauce, but I'm not a marinara sauce person at all. Let me know in the comments below if you are. But yeah, I do enjoy eating regular pasta. I've tried plant-based pastas, as I said, but it's just not something that has stuck with me. I think pasta is such a traditional staple in the household that it should not be changed too much, but that is just my opinion. I do understand the need for plant-based pasta, but in my opinion, the traditional staple pasta is the best way to go. You can always eat it in moderation. So plant-based pasta is the second food trend on my list for this year. The third food trend of 2023 is going to be frugal foods. Now say that 10 times. It has become more important to budget for your groceries and make a list of the items you actually want, and that's the items you get. Otherwise, Grocery bills are skyrocketing these days. I literally did groceries today and I only bought a few things and it cost me almost $100, and I think that's pretty insane because those same items maybe a few months ago would have costed me like half of that. And when I say frugal foods are going to be trending, that just means that people who cannot afford to buy plant-based products or vegan products or any other food that is trending a lot these days, they are going to be buying affordable or cheaper food items such as canned foods, boxed foods, affordable basics like eggs, bread, milk, etc. These foods give us the nutrition we need without breaking our bank. Although the world has been leaning towards eating more organic foods and even eating out a lot, I do think it's important to budget for yourself and see what you can afford, not what is always trending. And especially if you have a big family, it is important to find frugal foods out there instead of spending a whole bunch of hundreds of dollars on groceries alone. And if you are someone who wants to eat organic food or wants to try out vegan options, which is more expensive usually, I think you should stick to buying those things on sale or getting coupons that will really help you out with your budget and not break your bank at all. So the third food trend of 2023 is frugal foods, but there's so many ways to go around that. So that way you don't only stick to canned foods or boxed foods, but you also have the option of eating good and eating organic foods. So the fourth food trend of 2023 on my list is dates. Dates are going to be everywhere this year, from date syrups to date sweetener alternatives. Dates are going to be literally everywhere. This trend started from last year as people were trying to find a healthier alternative to sugar, which in the long run is really not good for us. I even shared a date walnut cake last year, which mostly has dates as the base and as a sweetener. Dates have been long known for their benefits. They are rich in antioxidants, they're good for your gut health, they maintain good blood sugar levels. Traditionally, they are used a lot in the Muslim food culture, especially to break your fast with. They balance out your blood sugar level. And after a long day of fasting and not eating or drinking at all, dates will give you energy that you need, and it will also kickstart your metabolism. You should definitely expect to see dates in a lot of dishes this year. You can use them in smoothies or your juices. You can use them in cakes, like I've shown a date and walnut loaf cake before. It's great to sweeten your coffee or your tea with. So there's so many options for dates that you can make. I think it's a great ingredient and you can do so many various things with it, and it is a much healthier alternative to regular sugar. So dates is the fourth food trend of the year on my list. The fifth and last food trend on my list for 2023 is going to be sweet and savory pairings. Now, on a lot of charcuterie boards you're going to see nuts and raisins and fruit and cheese, so that is a great way to pair sweet and savory flavors. This is probably my favorite food trend of this year. I love a good sweet and savory pairing, and believe this or not, while I was doing my research for this video, I found out that sweet and savory flavors together can improve brain function, they can lower stress, and provide necessary minerals and nutrients our bodies need. But also, I figured that sweet and savory pairings that are healthier options are good for us and not always like fried chicken with hot honey drizzled on it. That's not a healthy option, but obviously it's a delicious option. I know a lot of people love sweet and savory foods together, but a lot of people do not like mixing those two. I definitely want to hear from you on that, so leave a comment down below. Are you a sweet and savory kind of person, or you like those two flavors separate? So sweet and savory pairings is the fifth and last food trend on my list for 2023. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope it's not a long one. I tried to keep it short and also give you guys enough information about each food trend. Obviously there's a lot more food trends for this year, but I didn't want to make this a long video. I usually just like to stick to 5 food trends that are going to be most popular. So let me know in the comments below which of these food trends you're going to be trying out, which of these food trends you already follow, and which of these food trends you are not going to be trying at all. I love hearing from you guys. I love you guys' feedback, your comments, and just the positivity that you bring to my channel. I really appreciate you all for that. I do hope to be more consistent this year. I know I kind of fell off last year and I neglected my channel for a bit, but this channel is my baby. I have given it my all and I do want to continue doing that. But again, life just gets busy sometimes and I did need a break from creating. Content creation is a lot of work, and I know after a video is edited and it's uploaded, it doesn't seem like the person put in too much work, but just sitting here and doing all the research in the background and just filming for you guys, it can be a lot of work sometimes, but it brings so much joy to to me and so much satisfaction. I just can't even express that in words sometimes. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Please do let me know in the comments below what kind of recipes you'd like to see from me this year and what kind of content in general you'd like to see. I have a whole list of recipes I'm going to be making this year for you guys, and I hope you stick around for all of those. So I'll be seeing you in the next video, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves.